Bubba shoots a UFO. It was a quiet evening in Piney Hollow, the kind of southern town where the only excitement was a squirrel on a power line or the occasional rumour about Bigfoot. Bubba Ray Johnson sat on his porch, cradling a beer in one hand and his prized shotgun, Betsy Sue, in the other. He wasn't expecting much to happen, maybe a possum or a coyote to spice up his night. But then the lights appeared. Glowing red and green, they danced above the treetops like Christmas had come early. Bubba squinted, then turned to his dog Skeeter. "You seeing this, boy, or did I mix my moonshine wrong again?" Skeeter growled, his hackles raised. That was all the confirmation Bubba needed. "Well, hot damn," he muttered, standing up and cracking his knuckles. "Them city folks been yammering about UFOs on the TV. Looks like it's time old Bubba Ray puts Piney Hollow on the map." He grabbed a fresh beer, aimed Betsy Sue at the largest light, and let loose a deafening boom. The flash lit up his yard, and Skeeter yelped as the glowing orb wobbled, then crashed into the woods behind his house. "Gotcha, you alien son of a gun!" Bubba hollered, pumping his fist. He grabbed a flashlight and waded into the underbrush, shotgun at the ready. When he found it, Bubba froze. The alien ship was no bigger than a tractor tire, sleek and shiny, with strange markings glowing faintly on its surface. It hummed like Skeeter's belly after too many table scraps, and the air around it smelled like burnt wires and wet socks. "What in tarnation?" Bubba muttered, poking it with the shotgun barrel. Before he could investigate further, a high-pitched whine pierced the air. Bubba spun around just in time to see three figures emerging from the trees. They were short, green, and pissed. One of them held what looked like a glowing cattle prod. "Well, shit," Bubba whispered. The aliens didn't waste time. The one with the cattle prod zapped Betsy Sue right out of Bubba's hands, and another one grabbed his beer. "Hey now, that's imported from Louisiana," Bubba protested, but the alien chugged it in one gulp. The leader stepped forward, raising what looked like an iPad covered in glitter. A hologram appeared, showing Bubba's house, his truck, and a big red X over the crashed ship. The alien jabbed a tiny green finger at the screen, then at Bubba, its beady black eyes narrowing. "I don't speak alien, but I reckon you ain't happy," Bubba said, holding up his hands. "Look, I didn't mean nothing by it. Thought y'all were them fancy drones or something." The alien leader didn't buy it. With a flick of its wrist, it summoned a swarm of tiny metallic bugs from the wreckage. They buzzed like angry hornets, circling Bubba as he swatted uselessly. All right, I'll fix your dang ship," Bubba yelled, ducking. "Just call off your robot bees." The next morning, folks in Piney Hollow found Bubba sitting on his porch, looking like he'd been through hell. His hair was singed, his clothes were covered in goo, and Betsy Sue was bent in half. "What happened to you, Bubba?" old Mrs. Jenkins asked as she passed by on her morning walk. "Don't want to talk about it," Bubba muttered, taking a long swig of moonshine. Up in the sky, the glowing lights returned, hovering just long enough to send a message: "Leave Earth to the professionals." And from that day on, Piney Hollow was known as the town where Bubba Ray Johnson declared war on UFOs and lost.